Hi, this is what the deal is with hashtags. And we are countdown for Christmas, and this is one of the things I've learned this year. I've done lots of research about hashtags, and they are so important. So what's the deal with hashtags? You get 13% more engagement on a post with a hashtag than with no hashtags. Now keep in mind that you are able to use up to 30 of them. And a lot of people say, oh, that's too many. But why is it too many? Is it too many because it takes too much room in your post? Then hide them in your comments or hide them at the bottom of your post so people don't see them right away. Or you can do 15 hashtags and have them in batches of hashtags and kind of use one batch at a time. But what happens is that you expose your content to a larger audience, because if you have, say, 1,000 followers, and then maybe those people will see your content. But if you have hashtags, people that are actually following specific hashtags, because you can follow a hashtag like you follow a person, when your content comes up with that specific hashtag, it will show up when people look at that hashtags. Also, if they click on one, hashtags are active links. People will go, your contents will be showcased. So do the experiment, put a post up, see how many likes you get kind of organically without hashtags, and then add some that are specific to your industry, add just 10 maybe, and then try adding 30 at a time and see how that goes. You'll get new followers, new likes, more likes, and an increase in your engagement. You really, really will. So to do the little dots like you see over there on your phone, you can go, you do a dot, you click return. When you click return, it switch on the bottom left to ABC. So you have to click ABC again until you see 1, 2, 3, and then do the dot again, and then return, switch ABC to 1, 2, 3, dot again. That's how you manage to do those little dots to bring your hashtags down below. If you use a scheduling tool like PLANN, for example, when you do your post, when you schedule your post and you do a return and you put your hashtag at the bottom, you don't need those little dots. That's a pretty cool ninja trick. Okay, how it works. So it helps you categorize and organize your image and videos. It helps you be found. You can look for hashtags with get hashtags or top hashtags. Those are links. However, what I like to do is when I find a post from someone who's related in my industry or someone that has interesting content, I simply save that post. There's a little ribbon under the image on each Instagram post. You can save the posts that have hashtags that you would like to maybe copy or use, and then you go back on desktop on your Instagram on your desktop platform, and you can see all your saved there, and then you can cut and paste. If you just save those posts and try to cut and paste from your phone, it's not going to work. But save all the posts with hashtags that are relevant to your business or relevant to the people you're trying to reach or your niche kind of thing, and then save them and cut and paste them in batches. Like, how many should you use? Well, we say 30, but really you can use less. It's whatever really works for you, right? But you're allowed 30. Same, another thing, you're allowed 5,000 to follow 5,000 people on Instagram. And people say, well, I don't want to follow more people than are following me. And fair enough, but if you follow quality people that could potentially bring you business or help create brand awareness for you, why not? Something to think about. So it doesn't matter. This is a lot of information from the Later blog and the PLANN blog, by the way, PLANN and Later. They're two scheduling tools. I love their blogs. So caption or comment doesn't matter as much. As long as you put the hashtag somewhere, they're going to work. Now you want, and PLANN is a really good tool to show you whenever you're in the PLANN app. So you go PLANN app, scheduling app. If you enter a hashtag, it's going to tell you if it's too popular, in which case you kind of get lost in the sea, or if it's more narrowed, a really good amount of people using that hashtag. So some hashtags, like if you use Christmas, you're going to get lost. But if you say Whistler holiday or Whistler Christmas vacation, now you're really narrowing it down. So for us, because we're in Whistler. So 250,000, you'll see a little number comes next to the hashtags when you type it up. So try to have a mix of super popular ones and some that are more to your niche. Now, how do you find the best hashtag? This is how I go about it. Sometimes I just Google best hashtags for the holidays. That's easy. Or what you can do is go into your Explore tab. So the Explore is the magnifying glass at the bottom of your Instagram feed. You'll see a little magnifying glass. I go into there and then I write a hashtag that I think might be relevant to me. So I could write, for us, we're trying to attract clients that are small businesses. So I could put small businesses Vancouver or small business Whistler and then see who comes up. From there, I kind of click around and see what other people are using. Then I get really a feel for what's the language, what are people talking about, and then I start taking notes. I save those posts, I go back to them, I write them down, and just kind of keep track of them. So this is how you can create batch hashtags. Now this seems like crazy, but trust me, it's gonna save you so much time. So for example, I tried to think of my personal Instagram account. For Keep It Simple social media, it's a bit different, but for my personal account, I think, okay, well, what am I gonna post about? What makes me me? So there's a lot on my account. There's a lot about trail running, about being a mom of 3, about the lifestyle in Whistler that is pretty unique, the fact that I'm a social media coach. So these are all aspects of my life, and we have a cottage and a lake and all that. And so I have different batches of hashtags that I use, and I keep them in my notes, literally on my notes. If you have Mac computer, your notes are going to talk from your computer to your phone. So it's really easy to go into Instagram on desktop, look at your saved posts, to look at what's happening, cut and paste key hashtags, and paste them into your notes. Because then when you're posting on Instagram, you just have to open your notes. You can keep a little folder called hashtags or summer hashtags, winter hashtag, business hashtags, family, whatever you want to group them under. And then you put them, you cut and paste them from wherever you find them on your desktop into your notes and then into your phone, and then you can cut and paste them on your phone. If you don't have notes because you're using an Android device or you don't necessarily use notes, you can use Google Sheets. It's free. You can have it on desktop and as an app on your phone, and those two work together and talk to each other. So you can kind of save them up, and the idea is to group your hashtags so you have them ready to go. So you don't waste your time retyping them each time, because who's got time for that, right? By the way, I'm wearing a red dress because we just had our cocktail show on Keep It Simple social media. If you go, I think we're December, I don't know what today, December 14. Go Keep It Simple social media Facebook page. You'll see our live cocktail show. So I'm having cocktails in the afternoon. It's really great, holiday-like. All right, so have fun. Use the search explore feature. Maybe just do that. Go there. If you're just starting up with Instagram, go and explore. See the magnifying glass at the bottom left. Get in there and then explore people, tags, places, and get a feel. I like putting the meerkat because the meerkat is the little guy kind of checking this out. So this is, if you're just comfortable doing that, then just do that. So you want to research your audience, hashtags that your audience is using, and see which ones fits the content that you are publishing. And you want them to be relevant in content keywords that users might be searching for. I like to think of hashtags to be a little bit like a wink or, you know, in bracket kind of thing. So you can start getting a feel by researching and thinking, what keywords are people thinking about when they're thinking about my industry? You might want to research your competitors as well and see how people are talking about your industry, how your competitors are talking about your industry, and also see which posts they are doing that are performing the best, that they get the most engagement with, and see maybe what hashtags they are using. Look at industry leaders. It's a big world, and Instagram and Facebook are worldwide platform. You don't have to stay just in your little neighborhood. Go around the world, see what industry people are, what they're doing out there, anywhere on the planet, like what's happening, and then get a feel for that. Take notes and see what you could apply. All right, so that's a ninja trick, but we're not there. That's another part. This is, by the way, some slides of our bootcamp. We teach a 6-hour social media bootcamp, and we also do private coaching in which we teach a lot of this. You can find all that information at keepitsimplesocialmedia.com under bootcamp and under services. But since the slide is there, I'll just share the ninja trick. If you have a post that you like on Instagram, you can click on that's getting good engagement. You click those three little dots and then you say share and share to Facebook. Now be careful when you share to Facebook, you don't want to have 1 million hashtags on Facebook because it doesn't work like that on Facebook. Also, Instagram tends to squish all your text together, and on Facebook you can add some spacing. So just before you share to another platform, go back in the text. You have the opportunity to bring your cursor to the text and delete some of the hashtags before sharing to another platform than Instagram, and do a bit of spacing so it feels better, it talks that other platform talk type thing. So the next thing I'm gonna do is, if you want to get a hold of me, you can message us on Facebook, and I'm going to try to attach the document, but I'm going to put a document with my favorite hashtags and hashtags for the holidays that you can use. And it's good to think outside of the box and use some hashtags that are not specifically related to your industry, but more maybe holiday-like, and maybe you'll get a couple of new followers or people discovering you that way. If I cannot share an attachment per se, I'll just put it in the comment field so you can just go there and cut and paste everything you want. So I hope this works. Wishing you a happy holiday, and keep on visiting your social media accounts. Keep it simple social media, and as we do the countdown towards Christmas. Thank you.